So, 2 weeks ago, Hunter sent me the following message on Discord. Hello, love the Dredge content. I've been pretty excited about Dredge since they unbanned Faithless Looting in Modern. Me too, Hunter. I've been bringing on a few ideas but don't really have anyone to bounce ideas off in my local group. No one plays Dredge here. What are your thoughts on Street Wraith, Edge of Autumn, and possibly combining Dredge with Arclight Phoenix? And I quickly replied with this. Hi there, I like the idea, it's just too difficult to find the right balance between dredgers, enablers, threats, and new plants like Phoenix. Do you have your idea listed? He shared an original idea completely different from what you're going to see here today, but it was super inspirational to me. Since then, I've probably spent around 1,000 play points playing Modern Leagues on Magic Online, trying to fit Arclight Phoenix into a Dredge deck. After recording this video, I think I finally did it. This was the most incredible and fun league on this channel so far. Enjoy every second of it. Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. This is MahfuzVanGogh, your Dredge guy, and today we are back to Modern, but this is a really different build. I've been trying to build a Dredge deck in Modern with Arclight Phoenix. If you're not familiar with this card, Arclight Phoenix is a creature that can come back from free, like our prized amalgams, but it has haste. But to bring back Arclight Phoenix from our graveyard, we need to cast 3 instant or sorcery spells in the same turn, before the beginning of our combat. So to bring back Arclight Phoenix for free, we have of course many enablers like a Dredge deck usually does, but we also have 2 extra copies of Goblin Lore just to do this extra push, and also Lava Dart. Lava Dart is amazing because it can be you can sacrifice a mountain to cast it for free from your graveyard. So if you get to turn 3 with 2 or 3 Phoenixes in your graveyard and you cast, for example, 1 Cathartic Reunion, 1 Faithless Looting, even 1 Lava Dart from your hand, you can then sacrifice 1 mountain to cast your 3rd spell and bring back your Phoenixes. What about how about our other threats? If you watched my last video on Modern Dredge, maybe you remember that I started that video talking about the issues that we have with Modern Dredge these days, and one of them, in my opinion, is that our threats are not good enough to keep up the pace of the format. The format is super fast. Sometimes your prized amalgams are entering the battlefield tapped on turn 3 at the end of your turn, but your opponent is winning the game already with hundreds of cats or maybe Underworld Breach. Everyone can win the game on turn 3 these days, or maybe on turn 4, but in this case they have counter spells. So we need to be faster, and our threats unfortunately enter the battlefield tapped. Silver Smooth Ghouls enter the battlefield tapped, prized amalgams enter tapped, and Narcomoebas are just too small to make a huge difference on turn 3. Of course, we have Creeping Chills, and Creeping Chills can hit instantly. When you mill them, you drain 3 life from your opponent, so Creeping Chill is good. Bloodghast can enter the battlefield with haste. So this is a build focused on having your creatures instantly. Whenever you want, or whenever you can bring back your creatures, you have them usually with haste because of Creeping Chill. So let's see if this will work. I've been trying to build this for more than a week now. You can see here on the lateral here, I have several Phoenix Dredge builds. I've been messing around with them on Magic Online, but they were not so competitive. I tried everything, guys. I tried to include counter spells as a sideboard plane. I tried Gem Some Caverns to be faster. I tried Surgical Extractions in the main deck as another free spell. I've been trying everything. Even prized amalgams, different mana base, going towards blue, no Cathartic Reunions instead of other blue 1 mana enablers, like Thought Scour, for example. I tried everything. And every time I play this, we have some amazing wins, but usually the deck feels like it lacks something. And this time I'm recording, and I will play for the first time with 2 copies of Goblin Lore. Maybe this is the extra something that we needed to push this deck to be really competitive. What about our sideboard? We have bounce spells, we have Leyline of the Void as our graveyard hate. We have 3 removal spells. We have 2 Void Mirrors. This is something that I would like to test in Modern against artifact decks. Decks like Underworld Breach, for example, that can cast several 0 mana spells in the same turn to win the game. This maybe is some attempt to stop their first game plan. Consign to Memory, of course, is amazing in this metagame. So nothing too different here except for Void Mirror. And that's pretty much it. Can we have a faster Dredge deck in Modern, including Arclight Phoenix as one of our threats, coming with haste? Let's see if we can. Click the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you enjoy Modern Dredge and even weird Modern Dredge decks like this one. Let's go right now. Round 1, we are on the draw against Toxic 1990. No lands, 3 Phoenixes. Let's mulligan. This is not a good starting hand. Let's mulligan again. Okay, this is so much better. Let's skip. We don't want Creeping Chill. I do want 2 lands. Looting. Yeah, let's skip Cathartic, Faithless Looting, 2 lands, and Phoenix. Actually, maybe we could start with Otherworldly Gaze on turn 1. Let's think here. Do we need to discard this Arclight Phoenix immediately? We want more enablers to do our thing. Let's prioritize enablers here. We can find our Phoenixes. Have a fetch land. Let's prioritize enablers. If my opponent is not that fast, we are on the draw, fortunately, but if my opponent is not that fast, they get 7 cards, we can even go for a Surveil land first. Mishra's Bubble, targeting them. When I see Mishra's Bubble in Modern these days, I immediately think that this is a Breach deck. So maybe we need to be fast. Draw. Another Gaze. So let's start with 1 Gaze. We don't need to cast Otherworldly Gaze at sorcery speed because we don't have goes anymore. So we can cast this at any moment. My opponent cracks Misty for a Hedge Maze. I think this is Breach. They kept the card on top. Okay, let's pass. Opponent plays Tamio. Okay. Water Grave, untapped, and Preordain. That's fine. So far my opponent didn't card cards. Put cards in graveyard. Emery could be good to achieve that. But so far no artifacts. 2 cards on top. That's scary. Okay, let's yield until the end of turn. And I think we'll cast... yeah, this will be only turn 2. Yeah, let's grab Steam Vents untapped, and we'll cast Otherworldly Gaze. Let's surveil something good to work. Okay, Dark Blast can be put into a graveyard. Second Otherworldly Gaze 2. We can keep 1 Faithless Looting on top. We draw Looting. We cast Loot. So far my opponent sees that we are playing a regular Dredge deck. No surprises here. Dredge. Okay, now they are seeing Lava Dart and Arclight Phoenix. We can bring back 1 Phoenix. This is turn 2. Creeping Chill. We'll discard both Dredgers. No Bloodghast yet, unfortunately. It would be amazing to reveal a second Arclight Phoenix, let's say. No, but we have Goblin Lore for next turn. We can heal Lava Dart. I would like to have this Polluted Delta too. So maybe next turn we can cast Faithless Looting, and then we'll draw Goblin Lore and Dredge. Or maybe just Faithless Looting plus Cathartic is already good and we don't need anything here. My opponent can have counter spells. We will have 2 Lava Darts, so next turn we need to cast 2 cards from our hand. Yeah, let's keep only Polluted Delta. We already have 2 cards from our hand. Polluted Delta will be our 3rd land. Now you cast... Do we cast Lava Dart here? Because we can have an amazing turn 3. If I do that, I'll put my opponent down to 10. But then next turn, we can only cast Cathartic Reunion and we have only 1 Lava Dart. We have only 1 Arclight Phoenix. Let's wait 1 more turn. I believe next turn we can have an amazing turn. We can even sacrifice 2 mountains to put our opponent down to 12. One has Malevolent Rumble. They found Spell Piercing, Grinding Station. They can put a permanent. The Saga, Watergrave, or the Station. They choose Urza Saga. Alright, so far so good. Opponent has 2 colorless mana. They cannot counter our spells with Spell Pierce. Only Force of Negation, if they have. Can crack the clue. Oh, they have a Grinding Station. Okay. But no artifacts besides this clue token. Now it's our turn. Can we win? Let's draw our land. I'll not play it yet. Maybe this Faithless Looting reveals Bloodghast. So let's cast Looting. Dredge 5. And 5. Okay, we have several Bloodghasts there. 2 Creeping Chills, great. Card both here. Now we cannot cast Cathartic Reunion because we don't have 3 cards in our hand. We have only 1 card to be discarded. But that's fine. Because we can play this. Bloodghast will enter the battlefield. Now I'll crack Polluted Delta for Steam Vents, untapped. And I'll crack Cephalic Coliseum, targeting myself, of course. Cephalic Coliseum is the Legacy Power level card. We'll Dredge 5. Dredge 5. Another Phoenix, great. And we Dredge 5. We want it all. It's turn 3. That's what I wanted when I started building this deck. Another 2. My opponent is down to 5. My opponent is already dead, but let's heal them a little bit more. 1 Lava Dart, other Lava Dart, and my opponent concedes. So I would like to have this beautiful picture with 1, 2 Phoenixes? Only 2 Phoenixes. 2 Phoenixes and 2 Bloodghasts attacking for lethal. Okay, let's go to our game 2. We were on the draw against top tier deck in Modern, Underworld Breach, and we won. So this is a good way to start this league. Now we obviously will include Leyline of the Void and Void Mirror. They are here for situations like this. We could include Consigned to Memory or even Lightning Axe as an answer to my opponent's creatures. We have so many good cards against this deck, but can we side out several cards from our own strategy? I think we can take 1 Dark Blast. This is really safe, and maybe 1 Lava Dart. Probably 1 Goblin Lore. We need to take something to include our ley lines. And 1 Bloodghast. So 1 of each. to include 4 ley lines. Now to include 2 void mirrors. 1 Catholic Reunion. Sometimes, like we saw in this last game, we cannot cast Catholic Reunion because we already are low on cards. Maybe Goblin Lore is even better at some situations, but this is my first time playing Goblin Lore in Dredge, so this is exciting. I don't want to take Creeping Chills or Arclight Phoenixes. We could try 1 less Bloodghast, but my opponent doesn't have that many blockers, so I like Bloodghast. Maybe we can take 1 extra Dark Blast. I don't want to take our 1 mana enablers. What else? It's hard to include so many cards. If we play Lightning Axe as 1 mana enablers, because my opponent usually will have at least 1 creature, because they need 1 creature to combo, usually. We can include 3 Lightning Axe instead of 1 Gaze, 1 Dark Blast, and Catholic Reunion. 2 Lightning Axes. Let's try like that. This is a test season. I'm not convinced that this is the best way to sideboard yet, but we want to test things, right? Oh, we have 2 ley lines, but no lands. Unfortunately, I will not keep this. With a single land, this would be a keep. We could try this anyways, but then we play like this and we will just lose to Urza Saga. So let's imagine. Okay, this is just so much better. Skip this. What do you prefer in our hand? The Dredger, right? So let's card the Arclight. Let's put the Arclight Phoenix back. And we have Leyline of the Void. Let's see. My opponent kept 7 cards. They have Urza Saga, you see? You see? But okay, they have just a spell bomb. Let's see if you can play faster than our opponent. Cephalic Coliseum is not the worst. Let's play Steam Vents. Untapped. Casting Faithless Looting. Okay, we have 1 Phoenix. We don't need to put this Phoenix yet. Let's prioritize discarding Dredgers first. I'm not sure if my opponent has Soul Guide Lantern, but they probably have. So that's why they played Urza Saga on turn 1. Okay, 1 colorless mana, 1 green mana, Riding Station, alright. But they need to remove Leyline of the Void to combo here. Okay, Mox Opal and Tamio, alright. Now let's see if we'll try to resolve Goblin Lore or if we want to wait a little bit. Okay, we have a Bloodghast, 1 Creeping Chill. We can return Bloodghast to the battlefield. We can cast Goblin Lore. If we cast Goblin Lore, we maybe lose to a Graveyard Hate that my opponent will have after this Saga pops. If I play Scouting Turn and then resolve Goblin Lore, we have a chance to bring back Arclight Phoenix if we have the luck to reveal 2 Lava Darts, but now we have only 3 in our deck. So it is probably better to just play slower. So let's play Cephalic Coliseum. Bloodghast enters the battlefield. I will cast Otherworldly Gaze. Okay, we have 1 Phoenix there. My opponent doesn't go for a Graveyard Hate. There is a chance that we can win the game next turn. Goblin Lore plus Lava Dart plus Lava Dart. So let's keep Lava Dart on top. I think my opponent will go for a Graveyard Hate, but let's keep Lava Dart on top and we pass the turn. Nothing scary, opponent. You can grab a Mox Amber or something. You don't need to grab Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, they grabbed a Soul Guide Lantern. Alright. They will probably exile Faithless Looting. Oh no, go Thug instead. Alright. Our best Dredger anyways. Next turn we will probably just cast Faithless Looting with Flashback. Oh, they popped immediately. Alright. And they have another Urza Saga. 2 cards in their hand. Do they have Spell Pierce? Okay, nothing yet. Lava Dart is here. So we'll play the land because we don't want to discard the land at random. Then we'll cast Goblin Lore. We don't have Dredgers anymore. We could also just cast a Sync Imp here. But my opponent probably will do nothing. And then at some moment they will flip Tamio and we will not win it. So I think we will cast Goblin Lore as a draw 4. Let's play Scouting Turn and cast Goblin Lore as a draw 4. Okay, we discarded only 1 Arclight Phoenix and 1 Lava Dart, unfortunately. So this can be a Survey Land. We still have a Survey Land in our deck. Yes. Let's attack first. 4, 5. Maybe we have something good to Surveil to our graveyard. Surveil 1. Yeah, we don't want this land. Let's put this into graveyard. Have 6 cards in our graveyard. 7 next turn. We can even crack Cephalic Coliseum. We pass. In case you're hearing some weird woofs in the background. Whoop, whoop, whoop. My dog, she is sleeping next to me. I think she is having the sweetest. Opponent plays Steam Vents. Tapped. Okay, so they are playing the Urza Saga plan. They will finally start to tapping Urza Saga Great Constructs. Oh, they're drawing cards instead, immediately. Okay, we will draw another land. Oh, we have fetchable lands, right? So we have 1 Lava Dart, I crack. Yeah, I think our best plan here. My opponent can have a second Soul Guide Lantern. Yesterday, when I was testing the previous build of this deck, I had an opponent with 2 Soul Guide Lanterns in their deck. So maybe my opponent has another one. In that case, can we bring back this Phoenix this turn? Maybe I can just cast my Arclight Phoenix from my hand. Not sure. Weird. We need a Dredger in our graveyard. If I crack a land, reaching threshold, cracking Cephalic Coliseum, I still have 2 mountains play. If we reach any enabler, We need 2 more enablers plus this lava dart to bring back both phoenixes. Let's play for a win, right? Let's try. Let's try to win the game. Can I grab Blood Crypt instead? Yeah, I think I can grab a Blood Crypt. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life. Now I'll crack Cephalic Coliseum, tapping one of my blue lands. Okay, we have Cathartic Reunion. This is a chance. And discard you, it doesn't matter, right? And now I'll play Cathartic Reunion, discarding you and you. We'll Dredge 5. Lava Dart, please. Dredge 5. Lava Dart is there, yeah. And Dredge 4. Whoo! A Creeping Chill. This is turn 4. Lava Dart, targeting my opponent, sacrificing Thundering Falls. Lava Dart, targeting my opponent, sacrificing Blood Crypt. And we enter the combat phase. 3 Phoenixes, attacking with haste. My creatures will not enter the battlefield tapped. And we win the game against the tier 1 deck of the format. Maybe we are doing greatness here. Guys, I don't know what to say. I'm super happy. Let's go to our next match. I want to say thank you to all my patrons that you can see here on this page. Guys, you are awesome. And I can create content because of your continuous support. If you also want to help me as a content creator, please go there, check my Patron page. patreon.com/thedredgeguy. See you there. Round 2, we are on the play against KangXiaotian. And we have Creeping Chill, but the rest of our hand is solid. Let's skip. It's a good mulligan to 6. Unfortunately, one less Creeping Chill in our deck. We'll start with probably Blood Crypt, untapped, and let's draw 2, discard 2. We can discard 1 Stinkwood Imp and 1 Bloodghast. And let's pass the turn. Bloodghast can enter for free next turn. Now my opponent draws. Understand the Silver Stepped. Great chances via the Black Murktide Oculus. Yeah, my opponent doesn't want Harbinger. We will Dredge 5. Okay, another Dredger there, so no rush. We play Polluted Delta. Bloodghast enters the battlefield. And I take this opportunity here this turn to just casting Otherworldly Gaze with Flashback. I want to have a 3rd land turn. So Steam Vents untapped. And let's play Otherworldly Gaze. Let's cast Otherworldly Gaze now. My opponent is waiting patiently. Maybe they have Force of Negation. So this probably... Yeah, my opponent wants to force this. Alright. Right. Have another one in our hand. Now my opponent plays a Scouting turn. Cracks it. For another tapped land. Alright. They don't want Polluted Delta. Okay, they are unearthing Harbinger. Okay, trying to put us off this game completely. But we have Otherworldly Gazes here, right? We can attack. They should have more cards there, but now they don't have black mana. Of course, they can easily win if they have an Oculus in their hand to deal more cards after that. We could top deck or basic mountain, would be amazing. So let's start with Otherworldly Gaze in our upkeep. I want the extra land, of course. I think we will... the red cards, of course. We put there. Let's skip Cephalic Coliseum on top. I will draw it. Let's attack. My opponent will definitely not block, right? So down to 17. Now we play Cephalic Coliseum and cast Otherworldly Gaze. The good thing is that we will not deal damage to ourselves tapping land. Okay, that's interesting. Let's put everything into our graveyard, I think. Then on our next upkeep, we can cast Otherworldly Gaze again. We pass the turn. Our opponent draws, attacks. They cannot play Psychic Frog, have 2 blue mana. Okay, just Pest Control. So this is an Esper build. Esper Control, maybe? Esper Control, Reanimator, Oculus. We'll cast Otherworldly Gaze with Flashback. Okay, Dredger, land on top. I draw a land. I'll attack. Now I'll not play this land. I'll keep this as a way to bring back my Bloodghasts next turn. 1 or maybe a second if we mill Bloodghast. Have anything to Flashback? Yeah, let's pass the turn. One has 3 mana this turn. They attack, dealing 2. Salt Scour targeting them. They play a Swamp. Alright. Now they can cast Oculus. Now we'll probably lose, unfortunately. Yeah, this Harbinger was pretty good against us. But that will Dredge 5. Have another Bloodghast. We have Otherworldly Gaze. Let's cast it first. Creeping Chill and another Bloodghast. Let's mill everything. Opponent is down to 12. We cannot cast anything else. We would need our basic mountain to try to win this game. How many chills we still have? We have 2 other chills. We can put our opponent down to 6, but they will always have blockers for Bloodghast. Our 3 Bloodghasts doesn't even have haste. We cannot attack. Okay, let's pass the turn here. I will not play Scouting turn yet. We will not attack, of course. Let's pass. Let's see if my opponent will attack me with everyone. Oh, my opponent has a Graveyard Trespasser. Alright. 1 Bloodghast down. Opponent understands what they needed to do. They have 1 blocker. Dredge 4. My opponent is down to 10, so our Bloodghasts have haste, but we cannot win time. Yeah, if my opponent has 1 less creature there, we could win with Bloodghast, but this was too much. Let's do our sideboard. 4 ley lines in. Do we want Lightning Axe? Probably. The way to remove one of their creatures at instant speed. My opponent also plays Psychic Frog, and we can just have a turn 2 Oculus sometimes. I would like to have a Leyline of the Void. I'm inclined to even have a mulligan to 5 until I find Leyline, not more than that. Okay, so to include 7 cards, can we do that? Until 4 is easy. More than that is difficult. Let's remember that Lightning Axe is an enabler, so we can take 1 Dark Blast. It's not especially good in this matchup. 1 Lava Dart, because now the game will be slower. And 1 Otherworldly Gaze. Maybe 1 Goblin Lore. Yeah, and 1 Blood Gas. So this to include 4 ley lines. Now 3 more cards to include Lightning Axe. Gaze, 2nd Dark Blast, and the 2nd Goblin Lore. Let's try like that. So what we are doing here is 3 Lightning Axes instead of 2 Goblin Lore and Otherworldly Gaze. So 3 enablers for 3 enablers that are also removal. And 1 Dredger, 1 Threat, and another Dredger, and another enabler. No, Lava Dart is an enabler to include 4 ley lines. Yeah, I think that's doable. I think that's okay to slightly over sideboard because my opponent will have many things against us. Oh, this hand is really good. We don't have ley lines. Can we say no to this? Oh, let's skip that. This is a good hand. Unfortunately, our deck is now watered down a little bit. Maybe we'll draw ley lines, for example, but I still think this is a keep. Let's grab... we should grab a basic mountain here, but I think we would probably need to... We'll probably need to crack to cast Otherworldly Gaze on our upkeep. So let's cast Steam Vents instead. Yeah, and now we'll cast Looting. Force of Negation upon it. They do. Alright. They also had a bounce spell. In case we try to hit the Leyline of the Void, they could just have other cards. Doesn't matter. Now we will try to resolve Otherworldly Gaze. Have a 2nd Force of Negation upon it. They do! And another Sinking Stupor. What? Now things are harder. Lightning Axe, alright. My opponent has a turn 2 Psychic Frog. We can kill it because now my opponent has 4 cards in the graveyard or in exile. Okay, they are surveilling. Want the land, so they already have lands. Please, please, just play Psychic Frog. No, no Psychic Frogs. Okay, you draw. Leyline of the Void. Alright, let's pass. Please, please, play a creature. I believe they have Counterspell. Nothing. They will hold Counterspell forever. Or maybe Orcish Bowmasters. Another Leyline. 2 blue mana. To unearth, to cycle unearth. Alright. Now the game gets really weird. Have a 3rd land. They can cast Oculus if they want. They have 6 cards to exile. Oh, Harbinger. Okay, let's tap Invents for red mana. Now we cast Lightning Axe, targeting Harbinger, targeting Thug. Ah, and now it's our turn 5. We'll Dredge. Had our basic mountain there. Nothing great. Cannot crack Cephalic Elysium here for good value. What we want is to reveal Otherworldly Gaze. But maybe I can even have natural draws trying to hit lands in it. Okay, my opponent has 2nd Harbinger. Now they have Oculus. Yeah, guys, 2 Force of Negation was too much. That was really unfortunate. We have something to deal with our opponent's first threat, but after that it was harder. I have a draw. Okay, Looting. Let's cast it. I also want a land, but let's Dredge first. Okay, we draw our 3rd Leyline of the Void. Yeah, this is something weird to deal with after sideboarding when you don't have a leyline and you start drawing the wrong part of your deck. Unfortunately, we cannot win anymore, guys. I will concede. That's really unfortunate. GG. GG. We tried. Maybe our next round we will not fight someone with 2 Force of Negation after sideboard. Let's do it. Round 3, we are paired against stefanocanclini. And only 1 Invents, but 2 good enablers. Creeping 2 is bad, but I think this is a keep on the draw. My opponent has Bloodstained Mire and pass. Draw a 2nd land. Let's play Steam Vents, untapped, and cast Looting. Oh, several lands. So let's discard Thug and Arclight Phoenix. We will pass the turn. My opponent plays a creature. We can cast Dark Blast, Otherworldly Gaze, and maybe even finding Lava Dart on turn 2 could bring back a Phoenix. Since we have so many lands, I will not wait too much to sacrifice them to Lava Dart. But let's see what our opponent is playing. Commercial District. This is Eldrazi. They elect the card on top. My opponent plays Forest. Ren and 6. Been a while. So no creatures to target, not yet. Let's Dredge. Okay, the first Creeping Chill. Creeping Chill was on top. So I think this turn is just a scouting turn, going for a surveil land and wait a little bit to see if we will cast Otherworldly Gaze on my opponent's turn, or if we wait to have 2 Otherworldly Gazes next turn. Maybe my opponent has a creature and then we can even cast Dark Blast. Yeah, let's play scouting turn and pass. Opponent has a Bloodstained Mire, they replay it, cracking it, basic mountain, 3 mana, Dryad. Okay, they can even play an additional land this turn. They don't want to reveal anything from their hand, they can just okay, they have Dwarving Mine. Alright, so now you can look for something else. Now what? I can kill the dwarf token, or I can surveil for something. If I surveil for something, I will not have black mana. Because of that, I think I will just grab black mana here without casting Dark Blast. So let's grab Blood Crypt, tapped, then we'll go for Or, turn. I will cast Dark Blast, targeting the dwarf token. Do I cast Otherworldly Gaze now? Let's cast Otherworldly Gaze now. Let's keep Bloodghast, and let's put Bloodghast into our graveyard, and we'll keep Cathartic and Otherworldly Gaze on top. We draw Otherworldly Gaze. I play Steam Vents. Yes, I would like to pay 2 life. Bloodghast enters the battlefield. Yes. And now we'll cast our third spell this turn. 2 dredgers can be put for graveyard. Let's keep Cathartic Reunion for next turn. Have 1 good card on top. Let's not forget that. Now go to the combat phase. This doesn't have reach, right? So let's attack Renin 6. Oh, my opponent has a Galvanic Discharge. Okay. 1 Phoenix down. F6. And we have Cathartic Reunion next turn. So 1 Cathartic Reunion. Okay, my opponent has Valakut. Can they combo here and win? Maybe. Seems like. Scapeshift. Yeah, my opponent will win the game here. Okay, it's turn 4. Like I said at the intro, everyone can win on turns 3 and 4. So that's why we are trying to push things a little bit faster. We were on the draw here and wasn't that fast. And we lost to Scapeshift. Let's sideboard. Okay, against this deck, I do like Lightning Axe to kill a Dryad or an Elvish Reclaimer or something. It's something that we can think of. And we don't have too much besides that. So let's change 2 Goblin Lore, 1 Dark Blast, 3 Axes. Let's try like that. I don't think my opponent has a Line of the Void. If they do, we will not win the game because I will not bring in bounce spells against the Scapeshift deck. The blind, I mean. We are on the play. Okay. We have ways to deal with creatures, but if my opponent has just a Renin 6, we will lose. I don't think we will keep this hand. Let's mulligan. It is tempting though. Okay, this is better. Let's skip. We don't have removal spells yet, but I think this is better. So let's start with Blood Crypt, untapped, and looting. Oh, Holy Lands. Right, we pass. My opponent plays Arid Missa and pass. Dredge, here we have 1 Dark Blast there. Yes, training 3. We play Polluted Delta and pass. Opponent cracks Arid Missa for a Surveil Land. They don't want the removal spell. Draw. Okay, they play a Surveil Land, so far so good. So no Renin 6 this time. Oh, they don't want Dryad. Maybe they already have one. Let's take a Surveil Land here as well. I don't want to spend this Otherworldly Gaze since we don't have that many enablers. Have a Dredger. Let's Dredge. Probably this turn we'll just cast a Faithless Looting. My opponent is stopping here. Maybe they have a Surgical Extraction or a removal spell. Okay, my opponent was away from keyboard, and now they are back. We will just Dredge 4. Okay, Creeping Chill. Bloodghast. Have Dredgers. So let's play Scalding Tarn. Bloodghast will enter the battlefield. Now we will just cast a Faithless Looting with Flashback. I think we need a second Blood Crypt. Let's grab Steam Vents. Untapped. And Faithless Looting. Dredge 3. To Dredge 5. 2 Phoenixes there for next turn. Okay, next turn we can bring back them. Let's discard our best Dredgers. Almost haste here for this creature. Let's pass. Now is my opponent's turn. Okay, they have 3 mana to cast Dryad. They have 1 extra land. But we have this chance, guys. We have this chance. We already can cast 3 spells, so let's Dredge. Dredge here. Okay, 2 Lava Darts, amazing. And 2 Bloodghasts, amazing. So let's bring them in back. Let's cast Otherworldly Gaze first. Right, that's what I'm talking about, baby. We'll put those into our graveyard. Creeping Chill drains 3. Yes. Now we'll cast another Otherworldly Gaze. Even have another Lava Dart. I don't even need to play this land, to crack this land, I mean. I'll play it, of course, to bring back those Bloodghasts. Yes. Let's believe that my opponent has one removal spell to one of our Phoenixes. So and they can block 1 Bloodghast. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. 1 Lava Dart is already lethal. We can sacrifice Thundering Foes. And let's go to our combat phase. Have 2 Phoenixes coming back. And we'll attack with Hasty Creatures. Let's attack. We have 2 extra Lava Darts, so we can put our opponent down to 5. If I crack Polluted Delta, all of our Bloodghasts enter the battlefield again. Okay, so they want a blocker here. Let's cast Lava Dart targeting... Oh, we don't need to do that, right? We still have Blood Crypt in our deck? Yeah, we have. Yeah, my opponent knows that it's over. We won game 2. Now game 3 will be harder on the draw. We still have 3 removal spells and that's it. I think we need them, right? We could try to include Goblin Lore again, trying to be faster, but not sure if... We already have 4 Cathartics. Let's submit the deck like this. Harder to include answers and also keep your best enablers in the deck, because we need our threats to win the game. Okay, this is not a good hand. how to appreciate this. Gripping Chill is not a card you want in your starting hand. Bloodghast, you don't need Bloodghast or Lava Dart if you're not paired against a deck with X1 creatures. So this is essentially a mulligan to 4, but you don't have ways to put this Golgari Thug immediately in your graveyard. So not a good hand. That's mulligan to 6. This is better. This has potential to win on turn 3. It's not amazing, but this has potential. We need to draw something good here to, especially a Dredger. I will not go down to 5 with this hand, especially on the draw, but I would like to have something more. My opponent kept 7. This has potential. This can win, but we need to draw something. Let's skip. I will put 1 Lava Dart back or 1 Bloodghast. I think Lava Dart. You probably don't need more than 1 with this hand. Come on, opponent, do your worst. Okay, my opponent played a tapped land. We'll draw. Oh, it's everything we needed, right? So let's play a tapped land as well. Okay, now we can discard Arclight Phoenix and Stinkwood Imp next turn. See what my opponent has on turn 2. It's just a run and 6, nothing too scary. Basic Mountain. Sakura Tribe Elder, so my opponent will ramp. Another Lava Dart. Not exactly what we want. Let's play Cephalic Coliseum here and Cathartic Reunion. Cards are Dredger and Arclight Phoenix. We need more blue mana here, maybe access to Steam Vents. Dredge 5, and Dredge 5. You already can cast Otherworldly Gaze, 2 Creeping Chills, have 1 Phoenix there, but we don't have what we need to win the game yet. Okay, this is turn 2. It's fine not having what we need on turn 2, but we need 1 more land, because we cannot crack Cephalic Coliseum here. My opponent has 4 mana now. They cast Scapeshift to put a Bojuka Bog in play. We'll need to start from 0, but we don't have that many great spells there. We have only an Arclight Phoenix, no threats, 3 Gazes. I think my opponent is thinking about that. Maybe they have Scapeshift. Okay, they crack Wooded Foothills, Red Dwarven Mine, have a Dwarf Token, and Wish. What are they wishing for? This. Okay. We cannot cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn, so now we cannot bring back Phoenixes. That means we need lands or ways to put this Bloodghast in our deck, in our graveyard. Bring them back. We need to crack Cephalic Coliseum. Let's cast Otherworldly Gaze in our upkeep. Or let's think a little bit here. Is this Dwarf Token important to my opponent? I would like to kill this Dwarf Token just in case, but we need more lands. So we could of course dredge 3 here, but I think we need more lands. Let's think about winning, not about not losing. Fortunately, we couldn't hit our land, so I'll just have a natural draw here. Okay, not a land. Cathartic Reunion was tempting, but keeping a Cathartic Reunion for next turn, and then in 2 turns from now, maybe having a land in my hand was to go for my taste. My opponent cannot cast Scapeshift now. Don't have 2 green mana. Maybe they have in their hand. They have Tormod Script, and now they have X mana. Our best draw is Fetch Land. So Fetch Land? Fetch Land, yeah. Bloodghast. Bloodghast enters the battlefield. We don't have ways to put my opponent down to 10 here. If we try to find a Gripping Chill, my opponent will obviously crack Tormod Script. So I think we cast a Lava Dart to kill this token, and then on my opponent's turn, we cast Otherworldly Gaze, right? Or maybe we just cast Faithless Looting here to draw 2 discard 2 Dredgers. Yeah, maybe this is better. Yeah, let's try this. I'll crack Scalding Tarn to Steam Vents. Yeah, we need blue mana. Then I cast Faithless Looting, but I will not dredge. I will draw. Draw 1, Phoenix, draw 2, land, great. And now I don't have Lava Darts there yet. I don't want to sacrifice lands. It seems like my opponent doesn't have ways to abuse that Dwarf Token, at least not yet. So let's discard Thug and Bloodghast, and then we'll pass a turn. It's tempting here to sacrifice a land to get rid of that Dwarf Token, but I think we'll need to be lucky here to win this game anyways. With that Tormod Script and Deafening Silence, not be easy. Next turn we can get Bloodghast back, unless my opponent cracks Tormod Script. We can cast Arclight Phoenix, or maybe just finally removing the Dwarf Token. Okay, my opponent is tapping mana, Ren and 6, okay. They can kill Bloodghast if they want to. Yeah? Will my opponent finally crack Tormod Script? Yet. Draw. Adding X is actually good. So let's play Scalding Tarn. Both Bloodghasts entering the battlefield. Yes. Yes. Okay, I want to attack this turn. So let's cast Lava Dart targeting my opponent, tapping Invents. Okay, our Bloodghasts have haste. We will attack. Opponent maybe has a removal spell. As I said, we need to be a little bit lucky here to win this game, so let's attack only 1 Bloodghast, Ren and 6. My opponent has a removal spell. Fine. They want Ren and 6 alive. I think we pass a turn here. Okay. My opponent has 2 cards in their hand. Let's see if they want to kill Bloodghast. Yeah, they do. They will tap lots of mana. 6 mana. Okay, they play a land. Okay, in response to this, I'll cast Lava Dart targeting the Dwarf token, I think. I think I need to do something here. I think I need to respond to this. Could also play cast Lightning Axe, but if my opponent has some creature, maybe it's better to hold Lightning Axe for next turn. Okay, they have a Surveil land. They don't want Warsoul's Rage because they have another one, right? This is what is happening. So they deal 4 damage to us. They are Hellbent. That's a win. They will grab 4 lands from their graveyard to battlefield. Now they are Hellbent. Best draw in our deck is a land again. It's hard to achieve that, but let's try. Draw. My opponent will go nuts. Let's play Thundering Falls. Bloodghast entering the battlefield again. You should have cracked Tormod's Crypt when you had the chance, my friend. You are underestimating our Bloodghast. Okay, they will try to hit that, but we still have fetchable lands, right? I want a basic mountain untapped, I think. Yeah. Now both Bloodghasts enter the battlefield again with haste. You see, hasty creatures, untapped hasty creatures are good. And we even can Surveil here. Let's keep Cathartic Reunion, why not? But I'll cast Arclight Phoenix with haste from my hand. Who needs to deal with Renin 6, right? And my opponent concedes and we won. We won one more match. Let's go to our next one. Right, round 4 against qUaBaTcHiEs. We are on the play. Okay, I will keep it. It's not the fastest hand, but we can start with a Surveil land and then one of our 2 enablers on turn 2. Probably Cathartic and then Goblin Lore on turn 3. Okay, so we play Thundering Falls. Dredger. Okay, let's put that into our graveyard. We are already ahead. Opponent is down to 17. They have Marsh Flats. They pass the turn. Draw, something good. Looting. I think we'll start with Cathartic Reunion anyways, right? And then next turn we have Looting, Goblin Lore, and Lava Dart. Probably. Possibly. So let's guarantee one of our black mana here. Grab Blood Crypt, untapped, and Cathartic Reunion, guarding Thug and Delta. Dredge 4. Dredge 4. We have 1 Phoenix. We have Dredge 5. We already have Lava Dart and Bloodghast. So next turn we will have great things. We have 3 Dredgers there. Alright. And if my opponent has something like the white creature that can destroy one of our lands, we have our basic mountain in our deck. Okay, they don't want temporary lockdown. We have only 1 Bloodghast so far, but we'll probably have more than that. Haywire Might. And that's it? Okay, my opponent kept a not that good hand. So we'll Dredge 5. I have 1, 2, 3 Dredges. The thing is, if I cast Goblin Lore, there's always a possibility that we will card Faithless Looting by accident. So casting Goblin Lore is to maximize our number of Bloodghasts, but I think the wise choice is going for Faithless Looting. Let's go Faithless Looting first. Dredge here. Oh, 2 other Phoenixes, great. And Dredge 5, Creeping Chill, and other Bloodghasts. Alright, we are doing that, guys. I'll discard you and you. Creeping Chill drains 3. I'll play Steam Vents, untapped. My 3 Bloodghasts are hungry. They want to come back, and they will come back, because now we have Goblin Lore. And Goblin Lore is a winning move. I never thought that I was going to say that. Dredge 5, and Dredge 4. Have only 8 cards there. We can still dredge. Let's dredge 3. We discard some cards. We have 3 mountains. We have so much more than lethal on board. My opponent will gain 2, but we can even cast a Lava Dart targeting my opponent's creature here. So they will not block our Bloodghast anymore. And we cast another Lava Dart targeting my opponent. Yeah, and they concede. We had several Phoenixes in our graveyard. Okay, let's go to our sideboard. What now? We know that this is a white-green deck with Haywire Might. So maybe Urza Saga? Not sure what to bring, but temporary lockdown. Feels weird because when I see a green-white deck, I think about putting Lightning Axe. At the same time, my opponent had temporary lockdown. Maybe this is just Bant Control. Not sure what to think here. Maybe we don't need anything. Let's just submit the deck back without doing any changes, and then we can understand a little bit better about our opponent's deck. Ooh, this is a good hand, but not a fast one. My opponent kept 7. Can we try that? Let's try that. We are on the draw. Pretty good if we hit 1 more land. Opponent has just an Arid Missa. Land. Lava Dart. Okay, let's play Thundering Falls. Dredger into our graveyard. Great. But I still want another land. So we'll probably cast Otherworldly Gaze in our upkeep, trying to hit that land. Opponent has Lush Portico. Don't want a basic plains. Marsh Flats. Untapped. Okay, is this what I think it is? Like something like Containment Priest? I have 2 Lava Darts here. Let's try to find our second land. Couldn't. So I think I'll just have a natural draw, guys. We'll not win with a single land. Let's draw. Phoenix. Pass. One cracks Marsh Flats. Okay, this is Bant Control, I think. Archive, another Surveil land. Don't want Emeria, the Sky Ruin. Field of Ruin. Okay, let's try what Otherworldly Gaze, but maybe my opponent counters that. Oh, we have several lands now. Great. I want to keep everything on top. Okay, my opponent will activate Field of Ruin in response. So we have our basic mountain. Tapped. It is interesting because now we can even dredge. And then cast Faithless Looting, and then Lava Dart, and bring back our Phoenixes. Right? Alright, let's dredge 5 here. Oh, we have one extra Phoenix there. So we'll cast Faithless Looting. I will draw. I want my second land, Creeping Chill, unfortunately. And Dredger, unfortunately, but that's fine. Because I will discard my 2 Phoenixes. And we only need one more land. We could bring back 2 Phoenixes here, adding a Lava Dart. But this is a control deck. Then my opponent destroys my Phoenixes, and I cannot win the game anymore. Want one more land. Damping Sphere. Okay, we had our chance. We'll draw. Creeping Chill. Oh, deck. Oh, for a moment I thought that we had it. You see the traps that we are falling in. We need one more land to win the game. But now my opponent has the time they need. Let's see. Abiding Grace. Yeah, they want to return creatures from their graveyard to the battlefield. We don't have creature yet. At least we will see what our opponent is doing, right? Draw. Not a land. Pass. Card 1 Dredger. One has a Surveil land. They kept the card on top. They are going to their end phase. One more life. Deck. Dredger. Land, I mean. So I will crack this. Try Steam Vents. Untapped. Yeah. And I will cast Cathartic Reunion. Carding you and you. But I will draw instead of dredge. Because we need more lands. Looting, Bloodghast, and Thug. Okay, looting can find us more lands maybe. Looting, finding more lands. Lava Dart, sacrificing 2 mountains. Yeah, this is our window to maybe win the game. Unless my opponent has something against our creatures. We need to find a land. Land, yeah. So looting. Now we can dredge, right? So dredge and dredge. We have a Bloodghast there. Okay, 2 Creeping Chills. Don't have other Creeping Chills. Card 1 Bloodghast. Oh, let's think for a moment. I cannot cast both Lava Darts now, unfortunately. We don't have to do that because for each one of them, we need to pay 1 more mana. And we have only 2 mana. So I can pay for 1, then we cannot pay anymore. And try on the next turn. We hit 1 more land. So let's discard Bloodghast and 1 Lava Dart. We are draining life. Yes. Yes. Now I play Polluted Delta. 3 Bloodghasts are entering the battlefield. Yes. 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 We cannot even cast Otherworldly Gaze because it will cost us 3 mana. If I cast Lava Dart, it will cost us 1 mana, and then the next one will cost 2. We have black mana in our deck. Let's see. I will grab a Blood Crypt, untapped, and I will cast a Golgari Thug. Oh no, I cannot cast Golgari Thug, I'm sorry. This is for every spell, not only non-creature spells. So yeah, this was a dumb move, but now we can cast Lava Darts, targeting our opponent. If I cast 1, I need to pay 2. If I cast here, I need to pay only 1, but then I need to pay 2. Yeah, if my opponent has a 1 mana creature, 1 mana value, we can kill it next turn. We can also cast Otherworldly Gaze on my opponent's turn. No, that's completely fine. I'm sorry guys, I'm just overthinking things. Need 1 more land. Opponent has the end of our turn. Solitude. Alright. My opponent is like a Bant Control deck with life gain. Seems like that. Attack, cannot block. Could kill it, but not to, because I want my 4th land. They have a Hallowed Fountain tapped, and that's it. No Field of Ruins now. So let's cast Otherworldly Gaze. It's not the most easy thing, but we want another land. We have it. Ooh, we have it. So we can cast Faithless Looting, grab our lands, play a land, and then tap 3 mana, cast 1 Lava Dart using 1 and then 2. Yeah, we have exactly what we need. So let's put everything on top. Faithless Looting is our first spell. We are still on 19 life, so that's okay. We'll draw Looting, play Looting, draw a land. Do we need to draw the other land? We don't, but what we want on our graveyard that we have. We already have the playset of Arclight Phoenix. 4. Have 2 Bloodghasts here, 1 of them is in exile. Have 1 more Bloodghast, but it will not enter with haste anyways. We cannot do anything else now. In case my opponent blocks 1 of a Bloodghast, I think it's better to have 1 spare land, and we can even cast a Goblin Lord to reach our last Bloodghast next turn. So yeah, let's draw 2 lands, and then we'll discard. Already have our Lava Darts, right? So let's discard 2 Dredgers. Can even cast Creeping Chill next turn, but no, we cannot because we will sacrifice Lava Darts instead. So let's play Steam Vent. Untapped. Now we will tap for mana, cast 1 Lava Dart, maybe targeting Solitude, so my opponent cannot have more mana. Right? My opponent has 1 Emeria. Oh no, they have 1 Emeria in place, so forget about what I was saying. Cast Lava Dart is targeting my opponent, sacrificing you, and then we'll tap this for mana, We'll cast Lava Dart, targeting my opponent, sacrificing you. Now, unless my opponent has Containment Priest, we will have 12, 16 damage. Almost lethal. My opponent probably have another Solitude or something, right? They have 3 cards in their hand. We will attack. Opponent has Ephemerate, yeah. So 1 less Phoenix. This will not be easy. Ephemerate targeting Solitude is so bad for us. Because now my opponent will... Okay, they will bring back Solitude with Emiria, right? The beginning of their upkeep. If you control 7 or more planes. Oh, they don't! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They only have 6 planes. Okay. Okay, now I have a shot. For a moment I thought that we couldn't have what we need. And if we reach our other Bloodghast, they will enter the battlefield with haste. So we have a chance. Oh, my opponent will... Okay. Supreme Verdict. As expected. They will go up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So those lands are not planes. We have 1 land here. We want to reach our last Bloodghast, right? Still have 1 Bloodghast left. So let's dredge 5. Don't have another Bloodghast. If I cast Goblin Lore, we can be unlucky and discard our Steam Vents. That's not good. So maybe instead of casting Goblin Lore, I just cast Otherworldly Gaze. We'll not win the game anyways. So yeah, let's cast Otherworldly Gaze. We'll not win the game this turn anyways. Maybe my opponent... Oh, we did find another Bloodghast. And another land. Great. So let's put Bloodghast there. I will keep both lands on top, I think. Let's keep both, in case my opponent has another Field of Ruin or something. And now I play Steam Vents. Untapped, because we have Lava Dart for next turn. And yes, I would like to use that ability. We will attack dealing 6 damage. I cannot cast Lava Dart this turn targeting my opponent because it will cost 2. But I can cost on my opponent's turn. Let's attack. Yeah, no answers this time, down to 4. 3 white mana. Is it temporary lockdown? This is temporary lockdown. I can kill my own Bloodghast because we have a land on top, right? Something we can do. And then cast a Creeping Chill. Exile each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Oh, this includes Damping Sphere. This includes Damping Sphere. But my opponent can have another one in their hand. So we can also just deal 1 damage to my opponent here. But they will have 1 extra life at the end of their turn. This is like too brainy. I think I will just kill one of our Bloodghasts with Lava Dart. And let's see what will happen. Because we have a land, we can drain 3 and have 1 Bloodghast back. Oh, they have another thing? Oh, just a blocker. Okay. We have 2 lands on top. And we have Lava Dart, we can even cast it. So let's take our land. I'll play it. Untapped. Bloodghast enters the battlefield. Yeah. And I will attack. Let's see if my opponent blocks. I think they will block. Okay. Have another land there. Next turn, since we don't have to deal with Damping Sphere anymore, we can try to bring back our Phoenixes. Let's cast Creeping Chill while we have the chance. Maybe we could try this turn. 1 Otherworldly Gaze. Well, yeah, we could... guys, I'm sorry. I was too focused on that card and didn't think about bringing back our Phoenixes. We could do that. My opponent brings back Solitude. Okay, if they have a blank, we have the win. I was too focused on one thing that... Of course, we can win the game with Arclight Phoenix now. Okay, so let's cast Otherworldly Gaze. This deck is so good. I'm having such a great moment playing this. So sometimes it's a new deck. Sometimes you will not play optimally, but I think I'm doing a good job. Let's get our Cephalic Elysium here, and now I can play it. Let's cast Otherworldly Gaze first. Okay, we can keep Cathartic Reunion if everything goes wrong for a reason. If my opponent has another Solitude, and now I'll cast Lava Dart targeting my opponent, sacrificing Invents. Now I have 3 Phoenixes entering the battlefield because my opponent did exile their own Damping Sphere. Is this a win? Is this a win? Please make this a win. Yes! Yes! Yes, we won. We won against this Bant Control deck. We are 3-1. Let's go to our final match. 1 more to go. Final round, we are paired against Selfeisek. This is not a good hand. Yeah, no, let's mulligan this. We are on the draw. This is better, let's skip. And I think we don't need 3 dredgers, let's skip only 2. And see what's my opponent play. Oh, mono black. Basic Swamp. Mishra's Bubble, alright. They want to see what we are playing. And they have an Inquisition. Okay, guys, this is probably difficult. Looting, of course, they draw 1 extra card. They know what we'll draw. A Cathartic. Okay, they know about Cathartic. I think we'll play Polluted Delta, trying to see something good with our Surveil Land. Or maybe hitting something with Dark Blast. They have a Thoughtseize now, alright. Choose Cathartic Reunion, of course. Pick the Thug. Now my opponent cracks Prismatic Vista. Wastes? Okay, they have 2 basics. Pithy Needle? No, thank you. Let's grab our Surveil Land here. Oh, Blood Crypt. Do you want that? Probably right. We can cast Faithless Looting with Flashback in a couple of turns. Yeah, so let's keep Blood Crypt on top. Especially if my opponents start choosing Polluted Deltas or Scouting turns. we have 3 lands guaranteed. They can choose Cephalic Coliseum, but we have only 2. Bloodstained Mire. We don't play that. Okay, so let's play Steam Vents tapped. I don't want to reveal to my opponent that I have black mana. And next turn we'll probably just cast Faithless Looting anyways. Have a bubble, crack bubble to see our top card. Have near Deadlands. Desert that can put -1/-1 counters. They can have Orcish Bowmasters. That's scary. Goblin Lore. Oh, Goblin Lore is super good. My opponent knows about that. If we cast Goblin Lore and my opponent has an Orcish Bowmasters, this is probably the end of us. But we can take some Orcish Bowmasters hit. So let's start with Faithless Looting. My opponent has Bowmasters, they have Bowmasters, and then next turn we'll kill Bowmasters and cast Goblin Lore. Okay, no Bowmaster. We'll discard... I think I'll discard Golgari Thug and Bloodghast. Pass a turn. Next turn can be really good. Okay, my opponent seems like they want to control something. Maybe they have Karn. Another Desert. Have discard spells, artifacts, several artifacts. Pithy Needle in the main deck. The Saga maybe? Kozilek's Command. Okay. They will scry 2, 1 card on top. Now we can rebuild our graveyard with those pretty cards. Otherworldly Gaze first. Not a Dredger, but great cards. We can cast a second Otherworldly Gaze here. Save Goblin Lore for the future. I think it's better. One extra land here would be amazing. Oh, right. All right. Yes. We have 1 land, 2 Bloodghasts, Lava Dart. So play Polluted Delta. Bloodghasts entering the battlefield before my opponent can do something against them. You see, Hasty Creatures. Hasty Creatures are the answer. And 1 Lava Dart targeting my opponent, sacrificing another Falls, I guess. And 1 more. We need 1 more card, 1 more spell, right? Otherworldly Gaze. Oh no, we already did cast 2 Otherworldly Gazes, right? Yeah, we don't need to sacrifice anything. We could cast 4 or 5 spells with Dark Blast here, but we don't need to do that. Now my opponent is down to 13. This is not over. My opponent can have Urza Saga finally. My opponent can have so many things against us. Neither Goeth, right? I think I will cast Dark Blast targeting my opponent's creature. I'm not sure if I do it right now. Because next turn we can cast Dark Blast, Goblin Lore, Lava Dart, bring back something else. Of course we can do everything. We can dredge here. Yeah, we can do this again. So that's fine. Let's grab our last Blood Crypt. I would like to pay 2 life. Dark Blast hitting Nethergoyf. Now we will dredge without need to paying mana before that. Okay, we have other dredgers there. So we already have 2 dredgers. Let's put 1 extra dredger there. I will cast Dark Blast targeting Nethergoyf. Now I will cast Goblin Lore. Resolving, so Dredge 5, a Creeping Chill, another Creeping Chill, another Phoenix, and Dredge 5, another Chill, great. And oh, it's a draw 4, not draw 3. I was already thinking about how to discard, but we can still draw 1 more time. Dredge 3. Okay, and my opponent concedes. Great, because now we will just win, right? Draining 9 life, my opponent will go down to 4, and we will attack for lethal. Ooh, after double discard and Kozilek's Command. Our deck is on fire. Phoenix says, who could think about that, right? I know one person who would think about that. Alright, guys. We need to win 1 more game. Is this deck playing Leyline of the Void? It seems like they have artifacts and not enchantments. They also have colorless spells, but they have black mana, so Void Mirror is not good. Consign to Memory is interesting because they have artifacts and they can maybe have a prison scheme like Ensnaring Bridge or something. I think bounce spells maybe are good. At the same time, the core of our deck was so good that I don't want to over sideboarding if we don't need to. Maybe only 2 consigns instead of 1 Goblin Lore and 1 Dark Blast. And maybe on game 3, something more. If we see ley lines or if we see something extra. Let's remember that our opponent also plays with discard spells. So I like that. So my opponent maybe. But they have Necrogoyf, so they are playing... Oh, only Eldrazi Temple. They are playing... removal spells and things like that. Okay, let's cast Faithless Looting. I think my opponent has a Kozilek's Command, but that's fine. Can rebuild easily if we have another land. Let's draw a land. Yeah. So we discard Bloodghast and Thug. My opponent has a second Eldrazi Temple. They can exile both payoffs. Yeah. So Void Mirror would be good. Oh, just a Thought-Knot Seer. Okay. They will take Cathartic or Arclight Phoenix. 1 Cathartic Reunion. Alright. Oh, and they have Surgical Extraction taking the Golgari Thug. And now we will draw. Land is good. Let's play Steam Vents untapped. Bloodghast enters the battlefield. And now we have 2 cards that we want to discard anyways. So we will discard them. Dredge 3. Only 1 Creeping Chill. It makes sense because now we don't have that many dredgers, right? But now we have black mana for next turn. We cannot attack because of Thought-Knot Seer. Let's pass. So yeah, this is like a mono black Eldrazi artifact control something. It's actually aggro, so they have Necrogoyf and Thought-Knot Seer in the same deck. Now Prismatic Vista. They have Orcish Bowmasters. We draw Lava Dart. I think I prefer to cast Faithless Looting instead of... Let's attack first because my opponent kills Bloodghast and enters the battlefield again. Okay, 2 damage to my opponent. Let's hope for no Orcish Bowmasters. So I'll play Polluted Delta, crack it for Blood Crypt. Yes. Let's cast Faithless Looting, drawing 2, discarding 2. Okay, we'll discard Bloodghast and Dark Blast. And next turn we can bring back Arclight Phoenix unless my opponent can do something. Seems they don't have Kozilek's command, not yet at least. Black mana, Nethergoyf. I was saying Necrogoyf, but it's Nethergoyf, I'm sorry. This is only a 1/2, we can even kill that. One has only Surgical. Oh no, they can put a land at any moment. Alright, I think this is the turn, guys. Doesn't seem that my opponent has anything else. So let's start with Otherworldly Gaze here. Creeping Chill, Bloodghast. Do we keep Consign? I think we keep Consign on top. Have 2 Bloodghasts. They will have Haste, have Consign to Memory. Do I play Otherworldly Gaze before that? I don't think so, because I want to have this black mana open if it is good to us now. So let's play Steam Vents. Oh, actually, we want Consign to Memory, right? So that was a bad choice after. But that's fine. We already have 3 Bloodghasts. Chances that we have our 4th Bloodghast are really low. Now what? I can cast Lava Dart on my opponent's Nethergoyf and then sacrifice one of our Steam Vents on my opponent's Nethergoyf. They will crack Prismatic Vista. I'm not sure if this is the best plan, and we can still keep Consign to Memory open if my opponent has something. Need to push damage here. We are down to 8. Yeah, let's cast Lava Dart targeting Nethergoyf, and then we cast Dark Blast targeting Nethergoyf. My opponent cracks that in response. We cast Lava Dart targeting Nethergoyf. We should have waited. One has a basic pump, and they cannot put a sorcery in their graveyard. Yeah, it's over. Now, have Arclight Phoenix. We are holding Consign to Memory. We are attacking for 9. My opponent is on 9. Oh, they have a Fatal Push, unfortunately. That's fine. We have something to protect us from my opponent's colorless spells, and my opponent is down to 3. We can try again next turn. We have 2 spells already. Position, alright, you can take our Consign to Memory. They play If Near Deadlands. They cannot tap this to -1/-1 counters on all creatures. We won! We won 2-0 against Black Eldrazi. This was my first time playing against this deck, and we went for 1. Guys, this was the most fun league that I played in Modern in a while. And the deck seemed so competitive. Our only loss was against a deck that had real luck with 2 Force of Negations with Blue Pitch and a Fast Clock. And Harbinger being reanimated really fast. Guys, I'm super happy with this deck. Let's talk a little bit about... So what's our conclusion about this deck? Guys, sometimes being creative can pay off. When I started building with Arclight Phoenix, as I told you at the intro, I tried many different builds with Arclight Phoenix. At some point, I tried to include other 1-mana enablers, not Cathartic Reunions, because I want to bring back Arclight Phoenix super fast. But at the end, I decided to have more 2-mana enablers because of Lava Dart power. And I think the deck was fun and competitive, and this was my best result with it. Thankfully, I was recording because I didn't record my previous attempts. I had some 3-2s, 2-3s, 1-4s even, when I had a terrible build with only 1-mana enablers and no 2-mana enablers. Another build with... however, it doesn't matter. But I think this build was super competitive. Void Mirror is not maybe needed. We can tune our sideboard according to what we see on the metagame. But I was super happy with our main board. So I will keep playing this deck for a while. Maybe you'll see it again here on this channel. I hope you did enjoy this league. Click the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below about your opinions, your thoughts after watching this craziness here. It was so fun, guys. It was really, really fun. If you want to see me playing more and more creative decks like this one, please let me know here in the comments. Every comment counts. Please, let's do it. Yeah, see you soon. Bye.